Hello, my name is Richard. Today I do Kaena, the Prophecy. Kaena is a movie that came out in 2004. This movie was interesting. What that interesting? Actually, so generic. That's the perfect word to describe it, but at the same time, it's not boring. What I mean, well, let me tell the story. It makes sense with the story. The story is basically this young girl who lives in this tribe and she lives in a tree, basically, in space. This movie is kind of trippy, but it kind of starts to make sense. How the story around this idea works. Now, here's the story. Kind of live in this small tribe. The only main thing is get some sap, please their own god. So they would basically do the same thing every single day, week, year. Basically, except for Kaena wants to be something else. She wants to be that certain hero, must see what else beyond the trees. And she does, but accidentally find out something she shouldn't have. She tried to go back to their own tribe to explain the elder, and this case, the priest, who basically talked to the gods, and she come in here with something bigger is going on. Of course, stay with me here. See, so from here, you could guess what happened next. She'll be banished. And forcing her to find more deeper in the forest, or a forest tree, or the forest planets. Yeah, it's a tree in space, so it's kind of hard to, not to be sound ridiculous, but that's how it goes. And she found out more about the tree, how it works, and about the god they actually worship. They actually are not gods, and that everything this movie goes to. Each kind of character kind of helps the other live this kind of ecosystem, and you found out the saps are not gods, it's just sap people who uses these people to get sap so they can live on. But the fact is, it's more than just that. The sap queen who kind of runs the sap people got kind of crazy because this little object landed on her planet or her tree. Once more, it's kind of weird. I can't really possess you to understand how odd this is. And she got not crazy, well, obsessed with it, better words. So much she kind of know her duties. The only she wants is more sap so it can destroy this object that had pissed her off over the years. Now, the whole drive is kind of stuck to them. So kind of figure out what is this machine, and she have to kind of convince them the sap people are using them for destroy this object they should destroy. But then the queen sap, she went kind of mad. All this happened. You could predict what happened. The people find out what it is. The priest kind of lied to them. They're trying to understand what the sap people doing to them, and everything kind of tragically falls apart. It's that's over dramatic. I'm trying to over explain this, but this is how the story really is. It's kind of predictable, but not forced. It has its timing. It's everything they do. If you're gonna basically be cliche, for example, How to Train Your Dragon, that's a cliche movie, but done in a way is perfect. Every little piece, every little thing about How to Train Your Dragon is cliche, but then you forgive it because it's so well made. And kind of the Prophecy does the same thing because she was kind of interesting. Okay, that's fair. None of the characters were interesting as a character. They're just their own planet. But the situation is actually kind of interesting because if one doesn't do what the other one does, they could actually die. And that is just so fascinating. Except also how it happened in the end about the queen. I kind of get mad. But one of those things that you can see how she get mad over time about this object, and she trying to destroy it, and she's just kind of ignore her queen duties that she have to procreate for more children so the next generation survive. This also goes a little thing that each character has his own dilemma, and if you feel for them, not a lot, but enough to see understand what they're doing for this unfortunate event they have to live with. Now, how the whole movie ends, these are one big question. What is next? That was so fascinating. This series has a very fascinating question that it doesn't answer. You need a sequel movie. The fact this whole series, what created with that simple, two ideas. This could be a TV series or a game. And watching this movie, that you kind of feel it is a video game. This could be a series because the idea is so fascinating. How they could live kind of other people, but they actually need them. How they gonna survive? That leaves so many questions that you just wanna see what's next. Of this series or this movie, if you decide to come back and they were dead, decide to answer that question. I want a sequel to see what's going on. Only it's a TV series. I'm gonna talk about the art. The art is ugly. This almost PlayStation 2, like almost like a last gen PlayStation 2. It won't go like PlayStation 3 quality, almost there. But the weird part is for the distance, it sucks. But face to face. You see their face, you see the details. It's beautiful. I mean, the thing is, it's kind of weird art. It's like depending where the camera zooms is super close. The characters' design are well made. Far away, they look ugly. It's kind of weird, kind of respecting where you are watching. That's what's so interesting about the art. It's just so creative. Character wise, as I said before, the characters are not that interesting. It's so basic, but once more, it's not the characters that make the movie, it's the idea, the situation they actually are. So it's one of those movies that I kind of recommend to watch. I have to give it a 7 because it's really creative. I mean, I can see this is a very creative movie that could be easily a TV series or a sequel, but sadly never have the chance to have a sequel movie. Because, once more, after you see the first movie, it suppresses you. You want to see it again? No, not really. But one of those things that you have it, or you can see it online on YouTube for free, or go to a dollar store. It's right there at the dollar store. It's like $6. It's one of those that is worth buying. Yes, if you're bored. It's something that is, you could watch it. You could look for it online for free or buy it, up to you. But it's something that I highly do recommend to watch it when you're kind of bored or just curious about the movie. You'll be satisfied. No, I give this a 7 out of 10. Not the greatest 7 out of 10. It's one of those 7s that's worth watching. Now, I got nothing else to say. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.